If you're excited to start your first garden, but you're not sure exactly where to begin, then this is exactly the right video for you. If you have landed here, you've probably already been doing some searching on how to get started with gardening, and you've probably already run into the fact that it's kind of overwhelming out there. There is a lot of stuff to get through. And so what I've done is I've created this 29-part course absolutely free for you here on YouTube, and it's going to lead you through step by step how to start your first garden, and then it's going to leave you set up for success for every year following for your garden, because what you're doing right now is you're not just picking up a new hobby or a skill, you are starting your career as a gardener, and that is kind of exciting. It's a little scary, but I promise I'm going to hold your hand the whole time and we're going to have a really good time. All right, so the way this course is structured, there are going to be 29 videos. You are currently watching video number 1, and we're going to actually start with helping you decide what it is you actually want to plant, and that is a little bit more complicated than just saying to yourself, oh, what do I want to plant? We're going to actually have 5 videos on the subject, and then we're going to move into the actual planning, like the practicality of what goes where, how much can I plant, etc., etc. And then after that, I feel like most people would leave you on your own. It's like, go out into the world and garden. But I'm not going to leave you alone like that. I'm actually going to hold your hand all year, and then we're going to get into the calendar portion, how to use a calendar all year to keep track of your progress in the garden. And then we're going to get into some journaling throughout the year. So this is what's going to help keep you on track with your garden throughout the year. It's also going to help you keep track of what's working, what's not, how you felt about it. And then all of those things that you're going to be writing down, it's going to set you up for making better decisions for your garden next year. Because what we do as gardeners is every year we take what we've learned and then we make it better next year. So I've been gardening for several years now, and I absolutely remember what it was like when I was starting from zero. I did a lot of Googling, I did a lot of stumbling around, trying, failing, etc. And if I had had something like this when I was starting out, I think I could have gotten as good as I am at gardening now in like half the time. You know, it really, having a strong foundation would have really accelerated my path to being a really, really good gardener. And so I really want to help do that for you. And I promise I will be here with you every step of the way. Even if you're finding this course long after I've made it, I will still be in the comments answering your questions. I will be available. I promise I'm not going to leave you alone on this, and we are going to get through it, and you're going to have a lot of fun. So you absolutely can simply watch this course all the way through as it is here on YouTube. I think you will get a lot out of it. I personally think I've done a really good job with it. It's very well-rounded. However, if you want to get the most out of this course, I do really recommend going to the link below and picking up the actual physical planner that goes along with this. I have designed this specifically to go along with this course. It's going to follow step by step every video that we're going through, every lesson that we're going through in the course. And while it is following closely enough that maybe you could recreate it on your own if you really wanted to, in my personal experience, that doesn't always happen. I have told myself I would do something like that several times, and in reality, we just never get around to it. And honestly, in reality, I might say, oh, I'm gonna do that, and then I'll get through like 2, 3, 5 videos of the course if I'm feeling, really motivated, and then I'll set it down and never pick it back up again. But I think having an actual physical thing in your space that you can write in, you can keep track of your progress, and then you can see it and be reminded to work on it, I think that makes a huge difference in actually completing the thing. And I think if you actually complete this course, if you go all the way through it right here with me, then you are going to get a whole lot of benefit, and you're going to be miles ahead of where you would have been if you tried to do this on your own. So again, this is not required, but I really do think it will make your entire experience easier. It's going to make it easier to go through the course, and it's going to make it easier for you to actually plan out your garden with me as we go through all of these lessons. So I really hope you'll consider picking it up. So if you're ready to get started, I have your very first homework assignment for you. It's super easy, but the first thing I want you to do is go ahead and make sure that you are subscribed so that you don't miss anything. These videos are going to build on each other, and while you could theoretically watch them out of order, it's going to make the most sense if you go ahead and do them in order and you're not skipping steps. All right, second thing I want you to do is go to that link below. I want you to check out the garden planner. If you decide that you are going to use it to get the full experience from this course, I want you to go ahead and print it out, put it in a 3-ring binder, whatever makes sense for you. I got this one at a thrift store. It doesn't have to be anything too fancy. And then I want you to go ahead and go on to the next video, and I will see you there.